Welcome, welcome to the Circle of Joy. I am the Yellow Genie, singer, songwriter, storyteller, here to introduce you to the Circle of Joy. What is the Circle of Joy? The Circle of Joy is family entertainment at its very best. The Circle of Joy is my concert series of original fairy tales and songs that teach important life lessons about love, forgiveness, sharing, and willpower. The Circle of Joy is especially for young children. The Circle of Joy is fun, colorful, action-filled, live theatrical and musical entertainment for the entire family. Come and take a peek into my world, the Circle of Joy. Come see the apple tree. What does it want from me? Nothing, nothing at all. And yet it gives. That's all that it's living for. The magic apple tree tells of a selfish little boy who learns the value of sharing through the wisdom of an ancient magic tree. Once upon a time, not so very long ago and not so very far from here, hidden away from the curious and prying eyes of the world, there lived a magic apple tree. It stood in the midst of an enchanted garden that was surrounded on all sides by high stone walls. But if one were small enough and clever enough to squeeze through the crack in the old stone wall, then that person would find himself inside a magic garden of unsurpassed beauty. The garden was filled with soft grasses and wildflowers of every color and description. But the most prominent feature in the garden was the stately magic apple tree, which stood alone in the very center, its gnarly old limbs reaching in all directions and high into the sky. It was a friendly tree whose branches bent low to the ground and wanted climbing. The magic apple tree was the grandfather, the protector of the garden. He possessed the power that comes with wisdom and a life long and well lived. The tree could see clearly into the hearts of all who entered his realm. He could mend the bones and bodies of injured animals and heal the hurts of lonely and lost souls who happened into the garden from time to time. Then there's the story of two frogs in a bucket. It happens to the best of us. Times get tough and you've had enough. You feel all hope is gone now and you're ready to give in. The game's not over, but you say, I can't play no more, no way. I'm tired, take me home. I just can't win. With no hope inside and no sign of shore. Little frog, he wouldn't give up. He just paddled a little bit more. And a little bit more, 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 and a little bit more. This story teaches children the all-important lesson of never giving up, but to always, always use your willpower. We've probably all had an experience when we've had to use our willpower to accomplish something important. If not, then maybe the little frog story will help you. Maybe it will remind you at just the right time, when everything looks hopeless and every bone in your body says quit, you'll remember not to give up, but to always, always keep on trying. Once there were two frogs. There was a big frog. He liked to talk a lot and was fond of adventure. The other was a little frog. He was quiet and spent nothing. One of my favorites, the tiny green island, teaches that the seeds of true love, beauty, and courage lie deep within us all. I love this tiny green island. I love this tiny green island, surrounded by the sea, surrounded by the sea. Am I a secluded figure? Am I a secluded figure in the vast, so little and meager, in the vast, so little and meager? No, 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 I'm not alone. No, 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 I'm not alone. The great is in me. The great is in me. The great is in me. The sea began to rise, a sudden hideous laugh. Water demons. White plumes of water shot high into the air. Gray walls pummeled the island shore. Rivers swelled and overran their banks, uprooting ancient trees and mighty boulders. And the seed of divine courage moaned in Verdecita's depths. In fright, she cried out, but her small voice was lost amidst the crashing waves and howling winds. The world had turned evil and alive with unknown terrors. A blinding flash of lightning, a sickening crack, then a great gray mass of stone slid down her mountainside and disappeared into the hungry sea. Besides these wonderful stories, I have countless songs to share with the children in your world. Songs that transmit positive values, focus on children's concerns, and inspire them to be their very best. I think you're wonderful when somebody says that to me. I think you're wonderful too. See me beautiful, look for the best in me. It's what I really am, and all I wanna be. It may take some time, it may be hard to find, but see me And some songs, well, some songs are just for fun. When I was an itty-bitty boy, just up off the floor, we used to go down to Grandma's house every month end or so. We'd have chicken pie, country ham, homemade butter on the bread. But the best darn thing about Grandma's house was the great big feather bed. It was 9 feet high, 6 feet wide, soft as a downy chick. It was made from the feathers of 11 geese. Took a whole bulger clock for the tick. It'll hold 8 kids and 4 hound dogs. Oh! A piggy we stole from the shed. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun on Grandma's feather bed. call for more information, call today. Our toll-free number is 800-691-9084. And bring the children in your world into my circle of joy.